Have you ever noticed that toxic guys always have a motif that they love to dangle in front of you? If you're like, what does that even mean? Don't worry, I have the perfect example. There was this toxic guy that I was like dating slash talking to for a while, and he loved to overpromise and underdeliver. And the motif that he would always bring up was this fancy bottle of wine that his company has gifted him. You know how companies do like Christmas gifts and stuff? And the premise was that he would basically use that as a way to like entice me, but then never follow through. Okay, so for example, it would be like Friday night and we're like, oh, what should we do tonight? Should we go to dinner? Should we go out? And he'd be like, oh, like I have that fancy bottle of wine. It's just been sitting there for so long. We could, crack it open and watch a movie. Or we would be out. We would be at the club and he'd be like, oh, I'm just like not really feeling it. Like I'd rather just go home and maybe have some chill drinks. Like we could just crack open that bottle of wine. I don't know. Or we would be at dinner ordering off the menu and he'd be like, yeah, I don't really think we should get drinks here because like after we eat, we can just go home and like crack open that bottle of wine. It was fascinating because to this day, as far as I'm concerned, that bottle of wine does not exist. Like I never saw it. Like anytime he'd be like, let's crack open that bottle of wine, I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And then it just would never happen. Strange. I think it was just the kind of thing where like the wine was one of his default manipulation tactics. It's like when a guy has a super cheesy pickup line or some like really unique date idea and you're like, I know you use that on literally everyone. It was just a pattern of like false promises and lies and trying to make it seem way more romantic than it was. And like that bottle of wine did not exist. Like you can't convince me that it did. It was so weird.